again for good. So now we've been getting out here pretty fast. Uh-oh.
Yeah, good, right?
Yeah. Too good. Welcome to the Power 410 Radio Show. Welcome to the Be More Loyal Soul Patrol. I am your host, Carter Chris White. Y'all know how we're gonna bring it in. We're gonna bring it in with prayer, and then we're gonna get right into might just do part 2 what we did, we left off with the Mamas. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Lord, we love you. Thank you. Touch whoever ears and heart that need to be touched right now, Lord Jesus. We love you. Amen. Well, so let me see. How was your weekend?
My weekend was amazing, I think.
By the way, y'all, we got Miss Critique in the building.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all already know. The second part about it, I can't remember what I did.
Oh Lord, is that good?
I can't remember what I did. Oh, I had the what is it called? Industry Network Mixer. That was this past Saturday.
Yeah, my apologies. That's what we're on the panel.
It's okay.
That's crazy.
It was a lot going on. But no, yeah, we had the Industry Network Mixer, which was a success. It was a mix-up and miscommunication because we had multiple events going on that day, and one of the events was canceled. So some people thought that was my event that was canceled. So we didn't have a good crowd, but we still went live, and you know how we do. We keep it rolling and everything, and we pivoted. But the panel was great. The panel was a success. We still networked. We still had people that came in and everything, and supported the event. The panel was amazing. We had some great people on there. Shout out to Jeff Jazzy Studios, Monique from the Savage Fashionista, and we had Tanisha, who is a therapist, who came on, and she's a counselor and a new author who just wrote a book.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna be bringing her on soon too to the actual station and doing some interviews with her. And yeah, other than that, we had 2 artists performing. We had Ambitious came to perform, and we had Dre Thompson came out to perform. And
Amplified.
Yes, and shout out to Amplified. Right, I said Ambitious.
And by the way, I'm just glad because God still made a way for her to do a perform.
Yes.
And shout out to DJ Hillhead. He caught a flat tire on the way to the food drive because he's supposed to be DJing like my life was.
Right.
And he caught a flat tire out in Hagerstown. So he was too far away to try to still make it down there with us. But I tried to tell Miss Tiffany that it don't matter about the DJ coming or not. Because we got the crowd with the food.
Yeah.
So when I say come over this way, they come over this way. So if she gonna perform, I still wanted to give her the chance because you can do it acapella, phone. It's so many different ways that you don't just leave the scene. Don't leave me anyway because I'm a fixer.
Yeah. You gonna figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out right then and there. But I'm just saying, I really couldn't pay that much attention because once that food, I'm dropping lows. I'm trying to get everything organized for it. I got to set God tables first. Yeah. Once the tables get set, and I say, okay, say, well done, my good people serving, and I can turn around and I can start talking to people and doing other things. But it's not that I'm so busy, but I'm only one person, and I got to make sure these tables set where it is. And I hope that she'll understand. Maybe she'll see this live, man. I apologize to you for the DJ not being able to come, but you still shouldn't have left. You should have stayed because you still would have had the crowd.
Yeah.
Maybe the DJ wasn't supposed to be there. Maybe it was your moment at that time. You might have missed something, or somebody was in that crowd. Always go all the way through. Don't go halfway. Don't stop. If you're there, stay to the end because listen to me, it's a blessing in the end.
Mm-hmm. But we talked and she understands and everything like that, and I know she's gonna be reaching out to you soon too. So we all work together. We are a team. So she still was able to perform, and we got it on camera and everything, and we got it on live, and she actually was able to make some connections because Jeff and Monique is going to be doing a photo shoot with her. Styling her.
Well, see that.
So see how it all work? The network.
Listen. I don't think I ever told her this though when we was talking. When we had that on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask her what the W&L stand for,
Mm-hmm.
and I never got to tell her. But if you looking right now, we're never losing. We're always learning. We winning and we learning over here.
Right.
So maybe it was something you had to learn. So God's still dealing with you with some patience or something like that because, man, things be coming up, man. Life still be lifing.
Right.
We be trying to, do what we doing, but I'm just, life is life, and you got to be. One thing I learned about this 9 to 5 job thing is that we on somebody's clock, right? And if we there all the hours, we get all of the pay for those hours, and we get time and a half for, if you stay over those hours. But it's something different when you come down to this entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
When you're an entrepreneur, listen, we got to create our own time, our own slots. We got to create our own revenue. We got to be popping. And if you ain't popping, you ain't making no money. When you're an entrepreneur, you got to be able to create stuff. And I'm talking about not just those. I run to one brick wall, I better be able to turn around backwards and go to another brick wall. Listen, yeah, you got to be moving. Entrepreneurship and regular business is not the same. Y'all don't get it misconstrued. We take a lot of losses. I'm talking about when you got a 9 to 5 job, if your boss ain't then shut down completely and you still making money, oh yeah, you good. But with us, if one little hiccup come up, man, we got to be able to bounce back from that joint. It ain't and we ain't got no boss to run to. It's us.
And it's thousands. It might be days like I know for me it was a slow week this week. You know what I mean? So again, like you gotta be able to pivot and go towards something else. Go do some content, something like that. Marketing, passing out business cards and stuff like that. That's where you gotta lock in and get something done. I had training and everything. I couldn't take no clients if I wanted to. Because I had to finish the training for the other thing. So I'm like, it's a lot. And your time, it matters. You know what I mean? Time definitely matters. But especially when you are a one-man band for right now, I always tell people, like, the job, it's nothing against being, 9 to 5s if that's what you decide to do. But it's not for everybody. Just like entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I had a 9 to 5 before. I did it for 12 years, and I hated it. I did. Every other month, I was figuring out ways to re-love it again.
What you said?
What?
You said, not about the 9 to 5. What you said? You was doing it, but...
Yeah, I was doing it, but I hated it.
When you're an entrepreneur, it's passion.
Mm-hmm.
It's purpose with entrepreneur. It ain't no, I got to go in here and get these Amazon boxes this way. I know it. Listen, stuff change every day with an entrepreneur. You got to be able to fit in every time. And if you don't fit in every time, you got to keep trying. That's the difference between, I love 9 to 5s, but I wanted my own stuff. I got tired of somebody telling me what to go do for them. I got tired of pushing somebody else's vision.
Right.
Like, that's their vision.
But that's what the saying is, if you fail to, pursue your own vision and to pursue your own dreams, you end up working for somebody else to pursue theirs. So, we all got a dream and we all have a purpose, right? But if you're not putting in the work, a lot of people always say, the saying, faithful fireworks is dead, right? So if you're not putting in the work, you can't just have faith. Like, trust me, I get up before my feet even touch the ground, I'm praying every morning. I am manifesting, I'm praying, I'm doing all the meditating, all that stuff. And I'm asking for certain, I always say, allow the right people, places, and things to enter into my life that's going to help uplift me as I am working to also help to uplift them. So, and when I ask those things, I pay attention to it. Like, I didn't used to at first, but now, like, I see the signs when I'll say I want something, or I'm like, Lord, please just let this, you know what I'm saying? Or I might say something with I always say it's power in the tongue. I was talking to the Savvy Fashionista one day. It was a class I wanted to take for microlinks. And I ended up finding, it was a post that came across my Facebook page. Right. And the crazy part about it, it was one of the ladies that I actually knew that I met her and worked with her previously, like years ago, before COVID. And she was a hairstylist and everything. Very, very, very professional. She had been working on her doctorate and stuff like that. Come to find out, she actually was one of the people that was actually giving the class. Mm-hmm. So I knew the person, I knew what she was about, and it made me want to take the class. At the same time that they was giving the class, when they was coming here, I was also opening up the store. Mm-hmm. So it was just like the timing and stuff like that. I'm having these conversations, and then I was actually going to travel to North Carolina, but they changed the date and stuff like that. Then I was going to travel to Atlanta to take the class,
Right.
and then it was just a lot with it. But what happened was she ended up calling me like 2 weeks later, and the day before she called me, I had just said to the Savvy Fashionista, I was like, man, I wonder if she do private classes and private lessons and stuff like that. She called me the next day at like 7 in the morning, like, hey, just wanted to let you know I'm no longer participating with that group or whatever. I just decided to do it on my own because there's so many people that want certain things that so I decided to do it. Well, this way, let me know if you still want to do it. If God wasn't listening, I was like, because this timing, this traveling and timing, and then everything going on personally in my life and stuff like that, and then opening up the business and stuff, I'm like, it's no way I'm gonna be able to travel and do all this and then be at the store and all that stuff. I'm like, it's a lot. But again, that's why I always tell people, like, you have to be able to have that positive mindset. No matter what situation you're in the present, like, you're not gonna stay there. But you can stay there if you keep that same mindset. So you gotta be able to shift and pivot. That's our word for the day, pivot.
Man, I was like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. So here I am working with an organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the supervisor over somebody else's stuff, right? And this is somebody else's vision, somebody else's dream, and I'm put in a position to be a supervisor, right? So I'm supposed to be the eyes and make sure everything running right for somebody else's vision.
Right.
I'm like, cool, all right, boom. So while I'm doing this, you got certain people that come in to the workplace and just try to do what they want to do in the workplace because they're so used to doing it like that. Nobody's saying nothing, but I'm standing up, guys. So if it's wrong, I'm gonna call it. If it's right, let's just do this.
Mm-hmm.
But it was wrong with what was going on. But at the same time, what I felt that it was disrespectful to me because I'm a supervisor, you shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
But then when you got the person who's supervising me, my boss, telling me it's cool and blah blah blah, this person that whatever the case may be, they got this kind of authority now, and we don't say nothing to them. We're like, whoa. So that made me like, whoa. So, and James just said, don't have no respect for persons. I don't care what your title is. I don't care how big you think you are. You still a right person, and I'm gonna give you the same respect that I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's just flat out. So I prayed about the situation, right? And what came back to me was, well, since it's fair for everyone that is saying it's in its authority to do it, then you need to let everybody do it.
Mm-hmm.
So when people came, I was still supervising. They still check with me, but I ain't never look at them. I just let whoever do with the same thing with the person doing it. I let them do it, right? So everything was cool. To make a long story short, I remember telling the person who was over top of me, right? But God taking me through this, like I ain't lose anything. I just was learning the process of how to run my own nonprofit now, right? The do's and don'ts. So I can enforce mine the right way. So, man, the person kind of like fall off a little bit. So God checked me and said, well, that's not yours for you to be doing that. Like you got people working at Walmart and you got people in banks and they specifically tell you, don't try to be a hero. It's coming in. Give it to them. It's insured by the federal government. You got people that somebody else's vision about this bank, it was somebody else's vision, but they working there and they go over and try to be heroes and trying to get the person, don't want to give the money up, whatever. Boom! There you go. So God was reminding me of all this that's going on, right? He said, Chris, as a man, I think you owe that guy an apology. So I'm like, I'm in my place. I'm like, why? I was supervised. He wasn't supposed to be doing it because I felt it. But it ain't mine. So one day when I saw the guy, I was actually, after God dealt with me with it and really showed me, because God got to break things down to our human, because the things he be telling us, it'd be like over out here a little bit.
Right.
And with some time, he give it to you in plain, and you can see like, it'd be like a dream, like, oh, that's what he was telling me. So I saw the guy, how you know, Mr. T? You know what? That time when this was going on, that was going on, man. Listen, I want to apologize to you as a man. Because, man, you fell out over somebody else's vision. And that ain't cool. It ain't sitting right with me. Right? On either side, me trying to be human and saying I'm in this position because we put ourselves in positions and we think it's supposed to go like that and really get done.
Right.
So I'm like, I told you, I said, man, I apologize to the man. And guess what he said? Trish, you know what? I apologize to you because it wasn't mine either.
Right.
So that made me click. Boom. I said, you know what? I'm all happy. You know, you be happy and you just want to go tell this to your boss and he over top of you and you think he gonna say, I'm happy about this. I'm like, oh, yeah, boss, look. Man, I got this idea right here, man. I think we should do it like this. Look, God showed me. You see, God ain't showed me his stuff. He showed me my own stuff.
Right.
And here I am trying to take my stuff, what God showed me, and give it to somebody else. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. When God shows you your vision, keep it to yourself and you perform it.
Right.
God gave it to me. It was perfect because we're doing it right now. Mm-hmm. We're doing it right now. But listen, so I go, man, boss, boom, 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 boom. But the whole time, I'm talking to him, he like, and what? Like, and what?
Right? He wasn't excited for you because it was yours.
No, listen. He was telling me what God was telling me anyway. Don't stop telling people my stuff. So we always trying to overdo God and try to pick and choose when he already told us that's off limits, and we still trying to make people see something that God ain't showing you. Yeah. So here I go. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Boom, 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 boom. When I got done, he said, you finished? I said, yeah. He said, oh, Chris, you got some great ideas. But go talk to Mr. T. Tell her about it. My freaking heart like went down in my shoes a little bit because I'm like, whoa, that was like he hit me with a 2-3 piece so crispy, but I didn't fall. So I was a little dazed about it. I said, oh, God said, Chris, didn't I tell you? See, this is when you don't listen to me. These are the kind of punches you're gonna get. These sucker punches like this. I didn't give it to you to give to him. I gave it to you so you can prepare for what you're doing right now. Mm-hmm. So I said, you know what? You're right. A couple days later, went into this freaking place that worked, and God was already telling me I don't belong there. Like sometimes you can be too big where you at, right? The space is not made for you to be right there because it's too small. It might be big to other people. It might have been big when you first got there, but it couldn't hold me. Right. The energy, the anointing that I walk in, the place was too small. But I'm still trying to fit myself in somewhere where God said I'm supposed to be. So I go in there early in the morning. Me and my one work partner, he's sitting there. So I come in, like, hey man, you alright? He's like, yeah, I'm alright. Get myself together now. I was like, alright. So I go down a little bit, and I'm like, this space where the garage doors can come up. Mm-hmm. The loads come in, right? I'm down there by the thing. So God said, walk down there by the door. Walk down by the door. And I'm standing by the door, and the Holy Spirit is calling me. Boom. Now I'm on the floor. Boom. I'm trying to get up off the floor because I don't really want to do see me crying on the floor. But the Holy Spirit got me and I get 45 minutes. Nobody else came into the warehouse. Just me and dude. Right? So I can hear a dude, but I'm trying to figure out what God's telling me right now. Mm-hmm. Right? And at this time I just got shot. So my arm, I really can't use this arm, really. So the guy come on up. He said, Mr. Chris, is you okay? I can hear him talking, but I can't talk back to him. Because I'm sitting, I'm telling God, okay, God, let me up. Please let me on this floor. I got it. I said yes. Please let me up on the floor. He said, now take your hand and bang on that door. I'm banging on the door to come up. I'm telling you the truth, right? Boom, 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 boom. Like 45 minutes since I finally started coming through, right? And I said my last yes. When I got up on the floor, the guy was standing there with a box of tissues. He was like, Mr. Chris? He said, man, you got too much Holy Spirit in you, man. He said, man, you want these napkins? He said, man, you got me over here crying. But that was God's way of letting me know that I don't belong right there. 2 hours later, guess what I done? When I said yes, Lord, I went to him and said, sir, today's my last day. Mm-hmm. Quit the job. Didn't know where I was going to work. When I quit the job, everybody like, what in the world? I quit the job. I went to the dentist's office. Got my teeth cleaned. I went home. The dentist called me and said, man, listen, I was cleaning this lady's teeth today. me and her was just talking about some navy blue, Michigan. Kind of find out, I asked her why she had on the blue shoes, and she told me she was from Michigan. I said, all right, what's going on? She's a freaking lawyer. I said, what, a lawyer? He said, yeah, Chris. I told her about you, what you be doing with the food. She said, are you okay? Do you need help with anything? So I say, man, you know, I need to get my own 501c3. He said, I told her that, man. I got a meeting with y'all. I got a meeting Tuesday. I said, what? He said, man, I told her everything. That's my he my friend. Yeah, he my friend. But yeah, I got that when we was in the mall.
Yeah.
Year and a half ago. So he said, yo, you got a meeting Tuesday. Tuesday, come see. Man, listen, I forgot about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I ain't see none of those days. Tuesday came so fast. And here I am sitting in the office with the lady now. So I'm sitting there with her. He was like, all this is because I followed what I said when I'm a yes with got me here sitting here. Because had I been not said yes to God, guess what? I'm still in the warehouse with somebody else. I'm in a place. But I said, yes, I'm sitting in the office. And she talked to me. She's like, Chris, I heard something about you. Let me see the videos. Show me the videos. What we doing in the mall. She's like, oh yeah. Let's do that right now. I said, do what? She said, tell me everything. She's asking me questions, blah, 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 blah. She was on her phone. Got a laptop out. Got a phone laptop going. Just, okay. EIN? Okay. Chris, you got your 501c3 already. For the whole past 8 years I've been out, I've been in training, learning. I wasn't losing. Even when I thought I was losing because I was with so many different people, you feel me, doing all this work. But God was training me to be for this moment right here. So now, she said, you got your 501c3. It's approved. She's showing me on the computer. But I don't get my paperwork. So we got this like January. What's in January? January 26th, 23rd, somewhere right there. I didn't get my paper till freaking September, November. But when I got the paperwork and opened it up, guess what it said? You've been approved. Since January. That's a 501c3 nonprofit. And guess what? God said, I held your paperwork up because I wanted you to go ahead and work because you was already doing it anyway. So but I went out, I said all that to say this. I know it look cloudy, it might look gloomy. I know it get dark sometimes. Like you by yourself. That's what God did the whole time. He don't give up. God don't leave you. If you pray for something, you got to believe. Because I never stopped believing that I was going to have my own 501c3. As a matter of fact, I got it too fast, is what they say. But God worked fast. When you walk in with God, things are going to happen so freaking fast that you ain't going to believe it. I'm still in the weed what we doing right now. And we ain't, I would say, well, we ain't doing nothing. But man, listen, why do you get testimony Sunday? How he died on the table for you. He was gone for 25 minutes. He went him back. He seen the big white cloud, and he said, "Go back." And then the man said to me, he said, "I need y'all to pray for me because I let the community talk too. It ain't about me. It's about the community. Be there for the community. Let the community talk. Let them call some stuff. Right. Why everybody got to get microphone all the time? Why you got to talk about what you doing all the time? Hear what the people got to say." My mom said, "Chris, you ain't never got to teach your own horn because let the people talk." They said, "Chris, run for mayor." Why do you run for mayor? I don't need, listen, as human beings, I think we too caught up on titles and being excited about people's titles and the position that they're in. It's not the position. It's the person. Mm-hmm. It's the person that God used. He don't use titles. He don't use positions. He used people that's willing and got an open heart and can receive him and follow directions. Move when he say move and stop when he say stop. Ain't nothing else. The titles are what people, we didn't put people higher than what they're supposed to be. I tell people all the time, they tell me thank you so much, they scare me. I hope y'all listening right now. When y'all be saying, "Chris, thank you," y'all scare me. Listen, I don't need your thank yous. I don't need your hellos. I need you when you're quiet moment, when you're home, and when you're walking with the groceries that you can picked up off those tables, give that praise to God. Because if you give the praise to God where it's rightfully due to, the thank yous, all that crying and all that, that goes to him, not man. We didn't came so involved with the man that we forgot about God. Who created that man? Because guess what? God will take that man or that thing from you one day soon. Soon don't mean tomorrow. We don't know when it's going to be. But just for be prepared to always give God his praise. I tell people, don't say thank you to me. Just when you get home in a quiet place, pray. Thank him. Because if you thank him enough, he's going to keep using me.
Right.
But if you give me all the praise, you got to get me out of the way. Because God is a jealous God. So if he's a jealous God, that means don't put nothing or nobody before him. Please don't do that. Don't give it to me. I'm scared. That's too much for me. They be calling me pastor, apostle, bishop. Listen, I don't need no title. Just call me Chris. Just call me Chris and give God his praise. I'm not sure, but what you want?
Now I was listening to your story.
You like it, Rainbow?
Love it, man.
Come in here. You come in here, bro.
Thank you for that.
You
You trying to keep, man.
You got it. You got it.
But he
Elaborate.
end up staying anyway.
You ready? I'll look at that.
You got to elaborate on that thing.
Man, hey,
You
bro.
got to elaborate on that.
Listen, man, I'm trying to tell you. Man, that was a blessed testimony, bro. I needed to hear that. See that? I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that because there's some things, you know, with my music and everything that God ventured me out to do. So, yeah. Playtime is over. Playtime is over.
People who we have here in the building, they can see them on
You can
the
see
line.
me.
You got a special
And
guest in the
here,
house,
but we
y'all.
don't know who you are.
Y'all let me introduce yourself.
My name is Rainbow Israel, aka Rain Beasley. I'm a Baltimore inspirational hip hop artist. Been doing it for years, so that's all. You know, like you said, it ain't about the titles and all that, but that's what I do. And you'll be hearing more from me pretty soon.
Well, I want you to elaborate a little bit because you said that you needed that. So elaborate on what you just heard just now. I know it was a little deep.
It was deep, but I like just go straight to the point. You know, either you're going to obey God or you're not. Bottom line, if you got something brewing, you know, get the fear out the way, just step out on it. You gotta step out on faith. You tapped on it. You know, faith without works is dead. This is true. So, yeah. So, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I know you're trying to get me to talk. Listen, man. You touched on something about when you got shot. You know, remember, and I remember being a little part of that. And it was amazing to hear how your testimony, how God was using you, even working through you, even with the testimony. And then you said, now you used the arm to bang on the door.
That's supernatural.
I was ready to say, because you wasn't in no position to do it, all of a sudden you like bang, 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 and he was showing you his power. And I believe all of us have those experiences, but we just think those are one in a blue moon type experiences. But no, that's the actual creator of the universe dwelling in us, showing us like this is just the beginning. Come on, if you really want something in life and you really know that I am the one that can make it happen, come on, just follow me and trust me. Don't worry about anything because God's been speaking to me, you know. Now, like I said, I'm on tour, but the tour can really be over. We capped it off with a cruise, and so you know, yeah. I don't want to let the cat out the bag too far, but I'm just put a pin in that. But I'm saying I was blessed by the testimony, bro. So hopefully some people on the airways might have caught it, but if they didn't, I got it for me because it's all about the individual.
Yeah. And I got it too.
You got it too. Let me see that.
This week has been.
Well, elaborate on it a little bit.
No, like just how we talk about entrepreneurship all the time. And again, I am not new to it, but I've been everybody knows me being in the industry for over 20-something years. But it's different when that's all that you're doing. But that within that 12 years, I also had a 9 to 5 doing it at the same time. So once you step out on faith,
right,
and you say, okay, this is all I'm going to do, it's a little different. Because you don't have that security cushion. You get what I'm saying? Everything has to come from you getting up, going to work. I always tell people, like, my experience, like, I worked at the post office for 12 years as a mail courier. And my experience there, I always say, God is going to allow you to experience things that you learn from it, right? And you take it, what you learn from, you take it and you put it into yourself. So it was one time I worked 7 days a week, holidays, you know what I'm saying? All hours, getting up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and all that.
prepare,
I worked 5 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night at the post office one day.
prepare you for your own business.
Preparing me for my own. So when people say, how are you doing this? You work 7 days a week, you doing this, doing that. First of all, no millionaire has one source of income. They don't.
Multiple streams.
They have multiple streams of income. How do you think they become a millionaire? Billionaires and all of that stuff. Oprah ain't just doing one thing. Neither is Tyler Perry or anything else. They got their production company, they got investments, they got other stuff that you don't even see. You get what I'm saying? So again, like, we gotta take what we're learning and taking our experiences and our skill. Those jobs are preparing you to have the skill that you need in order to put it into yourself and to pursue your purpose.
And we gotta stop being afraid to put in the work.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. You have to put in the work, because you think about the businesses that we work for. They put in the work.
Yeah.
And they just wasn't no fly by night. They put in the work. And entrepreneurship means putting in the work. Case in point, me being an artist and I had my own label, I had to learn the hard way. Learn the hard way. Anybody can create a label, but then there's marketing, then there's promotion. Then you have to put all this hard work in it and stay consistent until it flourishes and never give up. If you listen to most successful stories, there's no plan B.
No.
There's no plan B. It's either that or that's it. You know what I mean? This is going to happen. This is it. Kobe, what they used to say, a quote by Kobe, he say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Kobe said, shoot, why don't you just go get some more eggs?
Right. Right.
Get some more eggs, because whatever you love, like you said, your passion, whatever that is, that's it. And so that's motivational for me. Listen, you're trying to keep me on. I gotta go.
So listen.
Is it all right? I don't know.
So my mom, got that. So my wife was like, baby, why you never went on there and told the people about when that night when you got shot? I was like, well, I really don't gotta try to, the truth don't need no support. So I told her I was gonna say something about it. I think I will. So I've been home September the 19th of 2016. I came home. September the 19th of this year. I mean, 9 years I've been home. I've been home 9 years and I still have yet to holler at a woman. I ain't never seen a woman and try to push up on her, try to knock nobody, or none of that. The women the women friends that I have accumulated since I've been home came to me, and we was friends, and then things transpired to another level. So the guy that shot me, I grew up with him, so I knew him, and I'm not sure what happened with his relationship with his wife or whatever the case may be. I don't know, because women got away with them words. Some of them, they got away with words. Being an entrepreneur and working a regular job, be back to talking that again. I'm still moving. I'm moving and grooving. I ain't in the streets hustling, but the anointing on me is allowing me to do things. And I guess the lady saw what I was doing. And sometimes your woman can come down on a man so hard and make him feel like she want that man, but she really trying to tell a man, get up off your butt and go and do this. You're not being like such and such, or you need to go do this, or whatever. I don't know what happened, but I'm just giving you a scenario of what could have happened, right? So I don't know if the ego thing came into the play, but because the devil would, plant seeds, and you graft stuff, and you be like, you feeling mad right now, so you be like, man, I want to get him with me because my wife is talking about this guy, or want me to be like him, or whatever the case may be. But on my kids, that's it, my mom, baby, on my life. I'm honestly telling you that I have never tried to talk to nobody's wife or girl. And I have been in a room here today with some bad women that I be respecting. So to even assassinate my character, to even try to make it seem like, because now, sometimes the devil want to use your past to try to bring you down. Or because back in the day, I was getting all the girls. I was hollering at all the girls. I had all the girls. Matter of fact, I could get you some girls and that whole crew some girls. That's how good I was with girls. But being as though I accepted my yes with God, and I've been going straight. Like, I ain't defiling my bed. I ain't having sex without being married. I ain't cheating on my wife. I ain't doing none of that. Like, I'm straight walking with him, right? And that's why this anointing is so prevalent on me right now. But what I'm saying is, the guy came. I don't know what the reason was, but he was trying to say that I was trying to talk to his wife. And my wife knows that every time they ever been in our presence in our house, like we took them people in, like I tried to get both of them jobs. I'm giving him half the money out of my pocket, right? When he had nothing. I ain't really got nothing either, but if I got 20, you got 10 of that. That's how it was. I was trying to build him. You feel me? Like trying to keep him out the streets. But for him to say that he shot me because I tried to talk to his wife, I just couldn't fathom it. Like, he got my children thinking that I tried. Like, come on now. My daughter even told me, she's like, Dad, please. I'm 30 years old now. Please don't be like my age. My daughter told me this. So I ain't been trying to holler at nobody. I don't know where it came from, what kind of seed got planted for him to think something like that. But as a man, I did. I didn't even holler at my wife. God put that together. I'm gonna get my nails and my feet done. That's how we met, in the nail salon. She wrote my book. That was it. Nobody didn't hook us up, so I can't get on social media. That's why everything I'm talking about on these social medias and what I say is facts. 9 years I've been doing it on Facebook. Nobody came on and tried to discredit nothing I've been saying. Because I've been telling the truth the whole time. I ain't got no reason to lie about a girl who's, I think she divorced now, whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying? I just pray that whatever that was that made that man do that, like that could have been you. It could have been anybody. Not just me, it could have been anybody. But a lie don't care who tell it, as long as it get told.
That's right.
But what I'm saying is, my wife wanted me to get on here because my wife was mingling with us. She's like, baby, why would they say that? Every time she always been in our presence, I was there. Like, it was in our house. Like, I put you in my doors. You don't bring you and your wife in my doors and then try to talk to her.
So you really know where that came from, right?
Some kind of jealous spirit or something.
He's the enemy.
Right? But he tried to use the people.
He had to.
He gotta use the people that's closest to you.
He has to.
The murder rate in Baltimore City is high because a friend got that close. If you over east and I'm over west, there's no way we're gonna see each other. Enemies stay away from each other. So how are you getting all these headshots and close range joints? Because I trusted you to be behind me. I trusted you to be in my house. You feel me?
And so the whole fundamental adjective is that you're not going to have your enemies close to you anyway. Right? So they're going to be it's always somebody closest to you.
Right.
Or as you see with the gang violence, the ops, you get caught slipping. But 9 times out of 10, it's always those who are closest to you. And think it not strange because of the anointing that you have on your life, because God is moving. It's going to be somebody close to you, and that's what happened with that situation. You taking care of somebody, you're looking out for them, and then they rise up against you. Ain't that what the enemy does? I mean, saying somebody close to you, man. So, not trying to minimize it, but and I'm saying this to you as a man of God as well. And I don't know if you still deal with that, you know what I mean, or you still try to wonder why. But you got to look at that from a spiritual standpoint. You have to look at it from a spiritual standpoint and don't put too much of your feelings in. Why would you do that after all that I've done? You had to do it. Judas betrayed Jesus. Jesus ain't spent all that time. Like Judas said, come on, sit down. Come on, sit down. And they broke bread with him.
What I did, you did.
Yeah, come on, sit down.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just wanted my wife wanted me to just clear the air with that, right? Because she knows that that didn't happen. But yeah, hey,
get the truth, set the record straight.
It's straight. That's something that I didn't do. But I'm saying, but the enemy tried to use my past because he knew I was getting
That's what he
tried
did.
to see. Yeah. And then, if I get boom, see, the devil didn't plan on me still being here.
No.
So it was going to be on one side. Oh, he tried to talk to my wife. That's it.
No.
Oh, Chris is wrong here, dirty dog. But Chris got to tell his side of the story. See, everybody don't get a chance to tell his side of the story. But that's why you need to be walking all the way with God so you can get your story told.
Yes.
And I want to say something too.
Okay.
Similar towards the situation. Like, females also have a way in thinking that someone, because I know Chris, and Chris has a really amazing spirit. always positive, he's always helpful, and a female can take it the wrong way. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They can take it as a flirtatious and he trying to get with me and stuff. We gotta stop doing it because everybody not trying to get with you. Everybody's not trying to get with you. Some people is just they're not, and again, and I was talking to someone earlier about how sometimes people can misconstrue what it is that you're trying to do because it's like they're so used to someone doing them wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That when someone is actually trying to, be nice or help you or whatever, they take it as if, oh, they trying to get with me, or they trying to, you know what I mean? And that right there, especially if you, and again, when you talk about that jealousy thing, if a female is doing that, if that was the case, I see how he was a little touched by that. Because some women, again, we gotta stop doing this, women, especially as black women. Okay, you gotta stop putting down your man.
I would say, who knows what she said to him?
To him, exactly. Because again, and he just was the the third wheel
Why you
involved.
can't be like
Why you
Chris?
can't be? That's the right there.
Hold up. He had been home a few years. You been here all
Oh,
this time.
right.
You ain't
What
got
you got
nothing
going on?
on.
Right. So we gotta stop doing that because again, that right there alone, that comparison thing, instead of putting them down, how about building them up? You get what I'm saying? Because nothing's going to change if you continue to have that mindset. We gotta shift our mindset. And that's what the devil wants us to do. The devil wants us to work against each other. Like you said, you took them in, you was trying to help them out, both of them. And that one person, and the women, that's like, look at Eve and Adam and Eve. You get what I'm saying? They use Eve to get the ass. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be eating apples and oranges right now. You know what I'm saying? Healthy and then walking around however we want to walk around. But again, the devil will use those closest to you to deteriorate where you're supposed to go, what your purpose is. So you have to be strong enough to be able to, figure out when you're being manipulated.
That example you gave, though, it reminded me, we had this incident on tour. Actually, y'all, I'm on a hip-hop worship gathering. I need y'all to go Google that.
Go
Check it out.
Give it to him. Give
The
him
Hip Hop Worship Gathering. Just go on our Instagram, Facebook, Hip Hop Worship Gathering. You'll follow us. So we on tour, and I'm not gonna break nobody's anonymity, but we have a young sister, and she's like that. And when we bonded, I could see how I was like, she's just looking for that camaraderie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I could see how a male can take that as she's flirting and it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
One thing led to another and it went south. You know what I mean? And it was a sad situation. So, you have to be mature in those situations as well. But the bottom line is that as you are, brother, a spiritual man, and we are striving to be the best at our spirituality, we have to understand when we're at attack. We constantly at attack all the time, and when those situations happen, and we know that we're not wrong, and we didn't lie, we didn't do nothing. Yeah, you can understand that. You were the last person I thought that could happen after you put all that time and invested in a person, but also that it's always going to be somebody close to you, family, friends, or somebody. Because why? We keep our enemies at a distance. We don't even give them an opportunity to fight us like that.
Yeah, but it is sad that it's so many differences. Again, a lot of times, like you say, it's someone close to you, and I think about some of the people that I know that's in the industry or not even in the industry, just to be a regular worker, somebody minding their business. You know what I'm saying? And because someone, and people always want what they don't have, and a lot of times these people out here, they don't want to work. They want to take from somebody else. And it's like, if again we change our mindset, shift our mindset, instead of being jealous of this person, won't you learn from them? You get what I'm saying? And you might be elevated, inspired to do something. You have a gift yourself, but you got to be able to tap into it. We all have tapped into our gifts. You know, so we're working towards our purpose. You have to be able to shift your mindset. Until you do that, you're never gonna get far. And you gotta stop that envy. Envy is dangerous. You know, I always say never envy anyone. Whether they successful, not successful, because again, you never know what somebody went through to get to where they're going or where they are.
That's true.
You never know. This man you was given 60 years supposed to be? You get what I'm saying? Anybody else, would you have sat there for 19 years? You get what I'm saying? And been able to turn it around? That's not your story. That's not your story. That's somebody else's. You know? So again, we gotta do better, yo. We gotta do better as a people as a whole. For real. It's sad. So
What DJ Khaled said, all I do is win, 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 win. I'm winning souls.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to win
That's what I'm
souls.
talking
That's
about.
it. I'm trying to win souls.
Yes, indeed.
I'm trying to show you that you can do it. I'm trying to show you that if they got hoodies and they got hats and they got sweatsuits, guess what? We can get ours too. Like, listen, we gotta use people that's y'all put on this pedestal as being famous. You use them as your proteges, and you try to be past them. Cause when I'm mentoring people, you ain't standing right there. I'm gonna take you past me, because if I get you past me, guess what? You gonna pull me with you. That's what you do. I'm not a crab. I'm a person who wanna put everybody else on Front Street, because when I put you on Front Street, you gotta take me with you anyway. Because guess what? My talent, you ain't got that. So we gotta go together.
Gotta go.
I don't care. I'm gonna put you where you're supposed to be at, so we can get there together. If you good at this, like she good at doing the fashion, you think if somebody call me right now and say, man, we want to put a fashion show with the market, she's perfect like I call. I don't know about fashion shows. I see them done, but that's not my lane though.
Right.
Everybody want to jump. And look, and here go the crab part. I'm doing food. They want the food to come, but they want a fashion show too. Here I am trying to do fashion show with food. Look. I done got molded food because I'm trying to do her job. Now the people talking about the food. What my passion is going to get talked about now because I'm trying to do her job. That's what happened. I can't even get to the places where I need to get to, so I'm going to grab anything now because I got to try to get these clothes, because I got dresses, I got these shoes. Here I am trying to, my brain is going to be on one thing. God gave me one assignment. And her assignment is supposed to go with this assignment to make it that assignment. But if I'm trying to do both of them, guess what? Something great fall. Know why? Because I'm being greedy. And then listen. Now this is gonna stop everything, and we can close the meeting. I have never witnessed or never ever read or heard in my 49 years of living of God ever delivering somebody else's blessing to somebody else's house.
Never. I've never heard of that.
But let me say this. What he will do is give you a vision. If you do not act on that vision, you will see someone else that have been successful with your vision.
Pretty much.
And it may not be the same way that you would. This is the difference. We all have our own blueprint of
Yeah.
how we will get it done.
Yeah.
But you will receive that vision, and the next thing you know, you will say, dang, it was so many times I said I was going to do a summer camp. And I was going to do it this way, that way, this way. And I've said that for 3-4 years. It was so many times since 2019. I've been saying, I'm gonna get my degree and become a therapist. So many times. So I need to know how many people I know that became therapists since I said that. I'm just getting ready to do it. But again, it's because sometimes we allow fear.
Yes.
I don't like testing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I was a straight A student at school. But when they come down, I'm like, my memory gone, my kids took my memory out. Like, so again, we procrastinate on things that we know, like you wasted time. Because by now I have my degree already. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, and I've seen people, so many people open up summer camps, doing things in the fashion industry, doing things in the hair. But again, the way I would have done it is different from what they are doing. But guess what? They're still doing it. They did it. So you cannot get upset when God give you a vision and he say, hey, when you gonna move? And you sit there and you procrastinate. And then next thing you know, you see somebody on the news that's getting praised and getting their flowers and they're doing their marketing and they're out there and you're like, damn.
This is what goes to.
Yeah. Right.
They don't need to get
They
mad.
getting the Grammy and all that stuff for something that you was supposed to move on. So stop being afraid to step out on faith and take action. Because you can't just sit there. You can have all the faith in the world, but without movement, nothing is going to happen.
Motivation 101, y'all. I guess
There you
that's
go.
what this show is, isn't it? Man, thank you. Listen, brother. Thank you, Mr. Big Heart. Thank you for opening the. You just invited me on the show. I tried not to get on.
He tried to leave,
I
y'all.
was going to leave, but I couldn't. See, when God got something for you, you just got to hear some stuff. He won't let you go.
Right.
And I was like, that's when I was signaling out. I'm like, okay, I got what I need, and I'm good. I know what I need to do now, and I'm gone. But, no, I'm glad you brought me back on here. Not back, but brought me on here. And I don't know how long you guys been following my brother and listening, but I can tell you now, time is winding down. And so we need to get to on the worst. Here's an adjective. I know y'all heard this before. They said the graveyard is full of a lot of wasted potential ideas.
I just heard somebody say that
All right.
the other day.
It's gone with them. And they had them. And I'm like, and listen, I'm going to be honest, transparent. All this stuff that I had that God was showing me that I'm about to unleash, this really was confirmation tonight for everything. You know what I mean? Even with the, might as well bring it up. Why not? Even with the spot, yeah, you going you tune on board. You're gonna hear my gospel hip hop inspirational show. I'm gonna be playing some not the
DJ
traditional
Rainbow in the building, y'all.
in the building. Rainbow Israel, aka Rain Beezy. Y'all go check me out on Instagram. Y'all follow me. You'll see. Yeah, that's my alter
Give
ego.
me Instagram.
That's my everything Rainbow Israel. Everything Rainbow at Rainbow Israel. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Yep. Rain Beezy. Rain Beezy on TikTok though. Rain Beezy on TikTok. A lot of hip hop worship gathering stuff. Footage is up there now. We've been on tour. We've been in Ohio. No, Thompson, Georgia next weekend. Then 2 weeks after that, Atlanta, Georgia at the Spin Awards. Then January.
What?
Yeah, you heard about Spin Awards?
You just told me.
Oh, he's like, you heard it? And then January the 5th through the 9th, we'll be on the second annual Christian Hip Hop Gospel Cruise. Performing on the cruise and on the island.
Ooh, hallelujah.
And so God been saying, you stop playing. You've been saying you got life for
Take time over with the big league.
Yeah,
Take time over with the big league.
there you go. Look,
Take time over with the big league.
He always got a song. I told him about that. See, that's why we need a DJ on. We need to be able to cue it
time
up.
over the big league. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm gonna run that real quick too.
So we're gonna leave y'all with this last positive. God dropped this in my spirit. So when I got married and I was sitting there, they said, say your vows. Where your vows at? So I ain't just I'm looking around for me. I said, what I gotta say come from my heart. And I told my wife, I said, yeah, it's not about your beautiful face, it's not about your booty and tits or none of that. Mainly what we gotta do and stop calling girls your girlfriend. That's not your girl until you put the ring on there. See that ring? When you put that ring on there and you crown her, that's your girl. So we gotta stop playing house. That's what God told me when I even got out. Christian, you wanted to play house. So I told her one about her beautiful looks and one about her smartness and that. My wife, she's brilliant. She's smart. She be thinking ahead too much now. But the reason why I'm so faithful is because first, and this is for everybody, you gotta be married to God first. Right? I told you the story about when a dude told me he gave me $1 million for my connection that I met when I was in federal prison. And when I told the dude, I said, man, listen, I think we could get 10 million. He get real happy. He's like, what, 10? Okay, what's up? I said, we can get 10 million together. But the only way that we're going to get this 10 million is if you can tell me how we can do it and God can't see us. See, it ain't about people. I ain't worried about people because I can trick people all day. I can holler who I want to holler. I can dip off of her. I can do all I want to do. I can go tricking. I can go down and spend some money. I can get some booty. I can do what I want to do. But am I doing what I want to do to please people or am I doing what I want to do to please God? So I told my wife, I said, the reason why I ain't going to cheat on you and the reason why that I'm going to be faithful to you is because first I'm going to be faithful to him. And then it's going to roll over into all my personal relationships, my wife, my kids, with my friends, my partners, and everybody else. So whatever you do, do unto him and let it roll over to the people. So if you ain't, and if a man is going to disrespect him, then you over for over. It's over season with you.
Right.
Because if you can't respect God, then you ain't gonna respect nobody in your circumference. Great.
Sure.
You got something else? I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
No, what you just said, and to piggyback off of that, I forget who it was. What's his? Oh my God, I know his name, but I can't remember. I can't think of it right now. David Banner. David Banner said it was a guy that he was talking to. He was in the industry, and he told him, he said,
I saw that.
"You saw it, so you know what I'm ready to say too."
Yeah.
So what he said was, if a man is going to cheat, he cannot be partners with a man that's going to cheat on his wife. Because if he's going to cheat on his wife, he can't do business with you. What he going to do to you?
Yep, that's what he said.
Because next to God is your wife. You know what I'm saying? It's your God, and then it's your family. So again, like at the end of the day, like you gotta ask yourself, right? What type of person do you? I always ask people when I do my podcast and I do my, the magazine and everything like that. One of the questions that I ask people is, what type of legacy do you want to leave behind when you leave this earth? What do you want to be known for? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So again, all of that, relationships, period, whether it's friendships, marriage, like the way you treat your family, your parents, all of that, like it matters because that shows character and that shows the type of person that you are. So yeah, like he said, I don't like you got all that going on. I can't.
And listen, I ain't perfect, y'all. I ain't gonna sit and try and paint no picture like I'm perfect. Because if you knew me back then, and you know right now, you know this God talking. Because you knew me back then. But what I'm saying is this: the human side of me, man, I see bad girls every day, and I be like, my human side be like, man, I can buy shorty real quick, and nobody won't even know. But then guess what? That spiritual side, see, that's what I'm saying. It comes down to your decision making. That one split wrong decision could cost you everything. So now look, even though I'm telling y'all about my human side, when I be like, yeah, man, shorty bad as a mother. But you gotta be able to jump back though. Don't act on it. He ain't say don't look, because he gave his eyes to look. But when you get the lusting after something and wanting it, knowing it ain't yours, I said, Lord, I think my mission, I got to get back real quick. I go over there like, man, she bad. But then I got to get back. Oh, God, I ain't going to do that to you. You got to make sure you tell them, I ain't going to do that to you, though. You feel me? You got to let them know. You got to talk to them like the person raised in front of you like that. I ain't going to do that to you. I'm going to respect them and respect what we got. Because what we got, nobody can break that. But once I break that, then I'm over for open season for anything that's goes. Because God going to take his hands off me. Right. So if God got his hands on you, he walking with you, you better do the right thing, keep walking with him. Because at any given second, he gets, and the devil can have his way like he did with Job. He said, just don't kill him. And sometimes people don't make it that far. They just be gone. So before I be playing Russian roulette with God and playing people and all that, listen, I told you I thought that man wildly, didn't I? Mm-hmm. For a split second, first thing jumped in my mind, oh man, gas high right now, I can burn that joint up real quick. But then the human side kick in too, because you got to tell the whole truth. See, everybody acting like they're so perfect because I ain't perfect. But when I got that, seen all that money in that joint, I'm like, whoa, heart get beat real fast. You just got to get back into the spirit. Did the right thing, and look, my whole country would have been assassinated if I had done something dumb like that because the wallet was connected to people that was in my church. That knew me. Everybody knew me. Hey, Chris, you ain't got to worry about that. This is what I wanted to hear, though. Oh, Carter Chris, why got you wallet? Oh, well, you good, yo. He gonna bring that. He gonna bring that. That's the accolades I got. Because guess what? I made this decision to walk with God. So make a decision who you want to walk with. You want to walk with God or you want to walk with man? You can't walk with both of them. And I decided I'm going to walk with God, and I'm here right now. That's it? Okay, y'all. This is the Powerful One on Radio, the hottest station, now available on your app stores, your Google Play stores, your Android app, your iTunes, Twitter, Facebook,
everything,
TikTok. Miss Petite got all that going on, man. But y'all follow us. I'm at Seymour Loyal at Instagram, Facebook, Carter Chris White. My TikTok, Be More Loyal. INC, God Did It. You want to leave your handles?
Miss Petite is MVCRITIQUE and Critique Empire ANT. And then y'all can follow us at The Glam Show as well as Powerful No Radio.
And she got the boutique too.
Yes, the House of Petite Designs. You can follow that page too. But if you follow one, you follow all. So it'll lead you to another page. I got like 6 of them.
Drop your handles.
That's Rainbow Israel, all social media platforms except for TikTok, and that's Rain Beezy.
This is Powerful One already, yo. This is the Be More Loyal Show. We're going to see y'all next Thursday. Don't forget this Saturday, man. We at 701 Gold Street at the Winchester Elementary School. We might be on the other side. We're going to be in the area. Y'all just ride through. Y'all will see the tables. Peace.
Peace.
I really turned that shit around. I'll be talking about something else.
Talking about mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about